As Larry interviewed Alan a few weeks ago, he highlighted that there was a certain word that had bad press. It was the word compromise.
Well, as a starting point, I had to realize that everything I do has an effect on our relationship. So this word compromise was really important.
Learning to live as a team is something that has to be continually worked on, no matter how long we've been married.
This is Yacob from Holland.
Yeah.
I just want to ask you a question. You know, in the Bible it says that we're supposed to have sacrificial love for each other. Is there anything you can tell me about how you've given sacrifices for your wife in your marriage?
Well, like I wanted to do stuff that I really like to do, but my wife didn't like it.
Okay.
And first I tried to get my way, but I learned that the best way is to give it up and serve her by, giving her what she wants instead of just looking out for myself.
Yeah, because serving your wife to me is the way Christ served the church. He died for it, and that's what Paul says in Ephesians 5:25. He says to husbands, love your wives as Christ loved the church. So we sacrifice. Now, was it a big sacrifice? Was it something that bothered you to sacrifice?
Sometimes it was.
Okay.
Sometimes it's in small things, but sometimes it's also in big things.
Okay.
It's also a process I really needed to learn. I needed to work hard on it.
Okay. Did you feel like you got more back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because now we're, I think, 27 years married.
Look at that.
And that's really a blessing, So.
Thank you. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, men, you hear this. Let's get to it. Ready, this is Nympha, and I'm going to ask her a question. Remember, we already talked to Yacob about this, so I want to ask Nympha now. Are there things in your marriage that you have sacrificed?
Sometimes, yes, there were. And I'm sure that my husband sacrificed things for me too.
So have you found that the things that you've sacrificed, have they been big things or just little things?
There were a few big things that he has offered to me and I have offered to him. It's my husband is a musician, and in the past he was traveling around a lot.
That's like me.
And I sacrificed. I just prayed for him. I set him free. I was at home with the children. So that was actually kind of a sacrifice.
Sure.
And right now he's setting up his company.
Okay.
And I'm working kind of full time. That's also a sacrifice for me.
Okay, sure.
So, but yeah, we just go for it and talk about it very much. And we are open to each other about our feelings and about how long we want to do this and what the results must be. And we're praying about this a lot.
As a musician, I can sure understand where you and your husband are at, because my wife had to sacrifice a great deal for me. She's doing it even now. She's at work at her full-time job while I'm playing music. So no, that's wonderful. Do you feel like you got back just even more than you would have gotten had you not sacrificed?
If I wouldn't have sacrificed all those things, I wouldn't have the same husband.
So it's part of the deal, isn't it?
Or I would not have a husband. Or I would have a husband that's dead inside.
Well, the word that comes to mind when listening to this interview is teamwork.
Yes. Nympha was always trying to find a way to make her husband happy, and Yacob was always willing to put aside what he wanted to make her happy.
Next week, Judy and I will be talking about how being an active part of a church fellowship can sometimes be a sacrifice.
Thanks for being with us. See you next week. Bye for now.